Hello and welcome, one and all, to the Mexican Grand Prix for AIRS. This is round 4 of the championship, and I have a confession to make. I'd have done 2 oopsies now. Firstly, I recorded an entire race without recording the screen, so that had to be scrapped. And just now I started the race for the second time, but I forgot to crash out my AI car, and therefore all of the cars stopped. So that's great. This is the 3rd time of asking. I'm starting to wonder if this is cursed. Stop talking, Alex, get on with the grid. On pole position we have Thomas McHugh. Then we have Mihail Valiak in 2nd, followed by Coburn, Sage, Murray Sr., Taylor, Smith, Akikawa, Polk, Harvey, Risotto, Langenberg, Gradin, De Jong, DeCampo, for sure, Regani, Curtis, Barton, Aguirre, Kopich, Opner, Feather, Pernay, Elliott, and Kelly rounding off the grid. Did that in record time. Let's get underway, shall we? Lights are on. Green, and we're away for the Mexican Grand Prix. They're going to hurl down towards turn 1. And this time it looks like Coburn is going to have the whole shot. No, he doesn't. He's been blocked off by McHugh. Bit of contact there. Valiak going around the outside now of Christopher Coburn. Let's take out my AI car quickly. Okay, perfect. And back we come. Race leader Thomas McHugh, followed by the man on form, followed by Christopher Coburn, followed by Louis Sage, the unlucky man of the season, I'd like to say. And then we have Murray Sr. Apologies, by the way, my throat is dying after trying to record this twice already. Yes, I'll try not to moan. Anyways, looks like Valiak is taking the lead as he makes a move around the Parabolica as we enter lap 2. Now, for lap times, it should be said we're going to be looking for around 1:14 to 1:16 for a good lap time. There is a lot of variation around this track because there's a lot of areas you can lose time very easily. And R-Factor AI, of course. But we love that R-Factor, really, don't we? Yes, we do. Anyways, Valiak in the lead, followed by McHugh in 2nd. Let's go around the S's. The cars are likely to get loose around here. Valiak keeping it very neat and tidy though. I mean, probably because he's not going full blast as the tyres are not quite up to temperature yet. McHugh dives up the inside. Seems like the AI like to overtake around the Parabolica. And yes, it is the Parabolica, that's what it's called. It's not just a place for Monza. Coburn here, looking up the inside. Love the camera angles we have down the straight. Coburn is not going to get blocked off this time as he takes P2. McHugh in the lead of this race now. Go on board for a bit. See, in the rearview mirror we have one red Ferrari. In the background there's both Williamses as well. Very nice to see. But Coburn is right on that tail. Gets a little sideways through there, does Coburn, looking in the mirror. Let's actually go on board with Coburn, shall we? Bit of a drift there, not too much though. Very manageable, very well managed. Good job. Bit of a drift there as well. As I said earlier, tyres need to come up to temperature first. Let's go on board, or not. Let's just go in this camera and watch the overtake around the Parabolica side by side McHugh shuts the door, and that is McHugh maintaining his lead. Louis H now. Coburn is going to pull to the inside. Louis H is going to pull to the inside. Surely they're not going to go 3 wide. No, he doesn't. Sage stays in the slipstream. Now goes to the inside. Coburn goes around the outside. What a move. Benjamin de Jong has the fastest lap of this race at the moment on a 1:16 flat. He is in clean air, ahead of his teammate now in P12. Langenberg needs to claw himself up the order. He's in P10 at the moment, sandwiched between the two Delaras. James Smith in 7th, then followed by Finley Taylor, with Murray Sr. in 5th. Good to see a nice performance from Murray Sr. Funnily enough, I spoke to Joseph Murray at the beginning of this week, asked him where did he think he would finish this weekend. He said 6th. It's looking quite bang on at the moment. And Murray also said that in pre-season, where they did a few test runs, he felt good around Mexico, and clearly that's showing right now. Says 1:16.7 he does. Let's go more up front, shall we? So, in the lead, McHugh, Valiak in 2nd now. Valiak is obviously on form, as I've mentioned already, having won the last 2 races. I've already mentioned this, but, you know, worth reassuring everyone that he is on form, and I think he is a good, safe bet for winning this race. Then again, wouldn't bet against Thomas McHugh right now, as he's been leading most of the race, shall we say. He's been perhaps the entire race. I can't remember, if I'm honest. I don't think he has been overtaken once. For a meaningful amount of time, that is. Anyhow, on board here, on the nose of Valiak as he dives up the inside. That's a move we love to see. As we enter lap 6. McHugh in the slipstream. He's going to pull to the inside surely. Unless that Williams really is that quick in a straight line that he can't pull out. He has pulled out. He's going to go for the dive. But Valiak closes the door. It's gone round the outside, leaving McHugh no choice but to sit behind. Joseph Murray Sr. in 3rd now. Jesus Christ. How has that happened? The others must have slowed each other down, but that is the Ford-powered Benetton into the lead. Coburn in 4th now, followed by Louis H. in that Williams. He's been unlucky this year. James Smith has also been unlucky with the incident at Imola, and he's been outshined by his teammates. He's down in P6. Finley Taylor in 7th, also been outshone by his teammate. As he gets sideways through there, that's a brilliant bit of car control. Looks like Murray has made a train. Choo-choo. McHugh tries to go up the inside. There's a bit of contact there. Gets completely wiped out there. Cut across. Valiak is playing aggressive. But McHugh isn't going to give up easily. He goes to the inside. They're side by side around the first corner. Looks like McHugh is going to take it around the outside and take the race lead once again. Mitchell Langenberg, fastest lap on a 1:14.6. He's up into 9th and he's tailing the group that goes up to, well, 4th, but Coburn isn't that far ahead of them. Let's just go on board. I need to rest my voice. And down the straight once again. Looks like Smith is going to pull to the inside. Indeed he does so. That's James Smith up into P3. Murray Senior's got him down to 6th, where Taylor has gone up to 5th. Isabel Harvey in 7th at the moment in that Tyrrell. Up front, Mihail Valyak retakes the lead. Must have done that into T1. So at the moment it's looking fairly sure that it's going to be either Thomas McHugh or Mihail Valyak winning this race. Unless, of course, Smith can catch 4 seconds. I wouldn't put it past him. He's looked quick, but he's been unlucky this year. His racecraft has caught him out, shall we say, in a few cases. Same could be said about Thomas McHugh, though. Obviously, he had a nightmare in Canada, really. No other way to put it. And at the moment, I think a nightmare might be happening. Mihail Valyak is gapping him. This is going to be a very quick lap from Mihail Valyak, I think. It is a 1:17.2. It's not particularly quick, but when McHugh's done an 18.8, James Smith has done a 14.3. That is very quick indeed. In the background, hang on, that's Finley Taylor going for P4. Christopher Coburn goes around the outside and blocks him off though. As he gets sideways round there, Jesus Christ. As we cut away, he gets incredibly sideways. Back with our race leader on lap 9, approaching half race distance. Thank God for my voice. Mihail Valyak leading this race. Looks like McHugh has responded and closed the gap. McHugh sitting in the slipstream. Is he going to go to the inside? Yes, he does. It's Thomas McHugh taking the race lead once again. Let's take a look down the grid, shall we? Actually, no, we won't. We'll watch Valyak as he's going to be overtaken here by the Ferrari. Smith up the inside. Makes it stick, it seems. Yes, he has. Louis Sage has done a 1:14.0. That's incredibly quick. Anyhow, going down, let's have a look. Langenberg just outside the points. Then Poke, Gradin, De Jong, Akikawa, Risotto, De Campo, Regani, Curtis for sure. Kopic. Thought Kopic was going to go for the move there. Apparently not. Then there's Opner and Barton. Then Pernay, Aguirre, Kelly, Elliott and Fever, the 2 Lotuses in the last 2 positions. Unsurprising really, but hey. Up front, Thomas McHugh. As they go under the bridge. James Smith is going to look to the inside. Bit of contact. But James Smith is... No, he hasn't. He's been pushed onto the curb and lost his top speed. Not his top speed, just his speed. He's lost speed. He's lost momentum. He's lost drive. But he's going to the inside. And that rhymed somehow. Unintentional, but hey, we'll go with it. James Smith, though, still fighting for the lead. So they go toe-to-toe. Looks like Smith's going to go up the inside here. McHugh trying to run it round the outside. He's got the inside for this corner, of course. In the back, in the mirrors, I should say. Finley Taylor has caught them. He's up into 3rd. Didn't see that one coming. So McHugh leads this race at the moment. Lap 11. almost half race distance. Looks like Smith's a little too far away to go for the move this time. And looks like that is Mihail Valak is overtaken. Louis Sage is also on the back of this battle. Valak has got the overspeed of a century. He's going 10 miles an hour quicker. He's going to take the lead even before turn 1. My goodness me, Mihail Valak had so much speed through there. Once again, I assure you, this man is on form. McHugh is now being attacked by Louis Sage in the other Williams. Sage can get past here, it'll be a 1-2 at the moment for the Williams. And we are at half race distance now, I should say. Looks like Isabel Harvey is hanging on to 2 points for her life, as Joseph Murray and Langenberg are stuck behind. Into the last corner, let's see. They're not going to go for the move. Albeit it looked like Langenberg's going to go around the outside his teammate. Brilliant move. Going forwards. Looks like Sage is going to try and get past McHugh. Will Sage go around the outside? Yes, he does. I think that's the move done. Finley Taylor's going to have speed here. Is Taylor going to go to the inside? No, he doesn't. McHugh into third now, after being our race leader for the majority. And that duty has been taken, that has been given to Mihail Valak. In the number 6, the white number 6. That's Sage up the inside. Brave move to do on your teammate, but Sage has taken off. Look at the speed he carried. Now it's the turn of Thomas McHugh. Thomas McHugh getting the move done before the corner. Very nicely done. Now it's the turn of Finley Taylor as Mihail Valak is dropping back. As Louis Sage is our new race leader. 2 Ferraris going toe to toe once again. Looks like Langenberg has safely got past Isabel Harvey, while Joseph Murray is still sat behind. Here's Langenberg. Through the S as they go. Isabel Harvey really having to defend really hard. Finley Taylor going up the inside, but Mihail Valak runs it around the outside and he maintains P3, and it looks like Thomas McHugh is now our race leader, albeit I don't think that's going to last long. I thought Sage was going to go for the move there, apparently not. Valak in the background is very under threat. Lap 15 of 24. Thomas McHugh. So as it stands, McHugh is 8 points back on Mihail Valak in the championship. If it stays like this, McHugh will close the gap down to just 4 points. Which, yes, is still quite a lot, if you think about the point system. But it's a lot closer than being almost a win away. Third place in the championship, we should say, is Louis Sage. I forget how many points back he is. I'd like to say he is 2 back. But I cannot bring myself to say that when I cannot confirm that. Sage up the inside anyway. But it looks like McHugh is going to close him off, surely. Yes, he does. And look at that. Mihail Vayak has dropped back to 5th. With James Smith and Finley Taylor taking advantage of him. Going up into 3rd and 4th respectively. And McHugh has maintained that lead. He is in the lead. And it's time to see what McHugh, what Sage can do here. Will they follow each other and gap the others, or will they tow them along and there'll be a big scrap for the lead? Personally, I would prefer the latter, as it's more entertaining, but you know, and overtakes like that make it very entertaining indeed. Sage not quite getting it done around on the inside, and he hasn't got the momentum now. Or has he? 196 down the straight, Sage up the inside, but McHugh runs it around the outside. But it looks like Sage has got it done. As they snake around the first few corners, it's a group of 7 now, as it is Mitchell Langenberg who's caught up to them. Maybe Langenberg could be a dark horse in this race. Obviously, he's shown he's got incredible pace, as Finley Taylor and Coburn are tapping each other around that hairpin as they go into the S's. Down the back of the field, we have Favre chasing her teammate of Connor Elliott, as Elliott trying to go up the inside of Kelly, not quite making it work. Up the order quickly to Leighton Houses are neck and neck. 15th and 16th for the Brabhams, not a good performance from them again, but it's not awful. And the 2 Jordans, 9th and 11th, that's very good for them. So, at the moment it is a Williams 1-2, but I have bated breath as McHugh goes up the inside. Doesn't make it work, but it is a Williams 1-2. Thomas McHugh in 3rd here. As we are on lap 18, we're at the 2/3 distance mark. Roughly, I should say. Look in the rear view mirror. Mihail Vayak, is he going to go to the inside? Yes, he does. Is he going to make it work though? Yes, he does. He takes the lead of the race. Louis Sage sitting in behind, followed by Thomas McHugh. Sage pulls to the inside, but he's too far back. It's vulnerable to McHugh. McHugh makes the move now into 2nd, dropping the Brit of Louis Sage back into 3rd, and now he's under attack from Christopher Coburn. Oh no, it's James Smith, sorry, not Coburn. Coburn is down in 7th. Finley Taylor here, taking a very shallow line through there. But he's stuck behind these two. Finley Taylor currently in 5th position, as our race leaders Valiak and McHugh battle for this lead as they go around the flat left-hander, go 170, 180, 118, 190 into the parabolica, carrying 150 roughly through the parabolica, and Thomas McHugh, as we head on to lap 20 with 4 to go, McHugh takes the lead. Let's see how long he can hold it for. Valiak in the slipstream, not going to dive. In the background though, clicked the wrong key. Wouldn't get that in an F1 race. Sage into 3rd, Taylor into 4th, Langenberg into 5th. James Smith has dropped down massively. Benjamin de Jong having a quiet race in 9th, but that'll bring him good upgrade points. Same too could be said about Samuel Gradin in 11th. I think it's fair to put the two Jordans into tier 2. They've been doing very well indeed. I think it's time, roughly, to put them into tier 2. Coburn under attack from Murray Senior. Smith chasing Langenberg. Langenberg chasing Taylor. Taylor chasing Sage. The two Williams having a battle here. Taylor trying to go around the outside. Brilliant move from the Canadian. So McHugh here. Taylor trying to go up the inside of Valiak, I think. Doesn't make it work. 21 of 24. McHugh in the lead. Couple back markers in front, but I don't think they'll play a part. Fastest lap, of course, is 1:14.0 for Louis Sage. Set very much in the early stages of the race. McHugh has been leading for 1.5 laps, almost 2 laps now. Is this a sign of what's going to happen going forward now, with only 3 to go? Round the parabolica they go. It is McLaren Williams, McLaren Williams. (1:16.6). 1:15.9 for Valiak, another 15.9 for Taylor, 16.1 for Sage, 16.0 for Smith, 18.2, 17.1, 17.9, etc. Let's go back up and let's go on board Sage, shall we? See if we can spot what's going on in front of them. Closes up on the braking. That is Louis Sages on board. Thomas McHugh still in the controlling position, and that of course is first. He's got 1.6 over Michael Valiak, and with only 2 to go, almost said 3 to go there, the lap counter for our factor is deceiving. 2 to go. On to lap 23, there's a car in front of them. Let's take a look. I cannot see them. Ah yes, they're a little way ahead, they won't catch them. McHugh, gap down to 0.7 now. Valiak is making his last gasp to try and overtake and take the race win. It's looking like McHugh's controlling this though. Valiak looking at the inside there. It's not a place we usually see overtakes, but it's possible. The two follow each other. Cat and mouse. Now down the straight, are we going to see a move into the Parabolica, the last turn? He goes up the inside, there's room. But McHugh sweeps around the outside to maintain the lead as we head on to the final lap of the race. The overspeed though, side by side. But into T1, Valiak is taking the lead. 1 to go, this is the final lap. Coburn, by the way, has set the fastest lap now. And it is a bit chaotic for last place on the podium. It's Finley Taylor and James Smith side by side, but Smith has got the better of him. Sage is only down in 6th. Not as... it's 7th now, I should say. The top 8 is the top 4 teams, unsurprisingly. We haven't had that this year though. But now we have, once again. But what's it going to be? It's Mihail Valiak in the lead, with Thomas McHugh behind as they go around the second to last corner. Let's go on board with Thomas McHugh. This is going to be the last gasp. Can he go up the inside? Mihail Valiak blocks valiantly. Looks like it's going to be for the 3rd time this year. 3 out of 4. The Croatian Mihail Valiak takes the win in Mexico, followed by Thomas McHugh. I really thought McHugh was going to go for the move there, but obviously not. Valiak blocked brilliantly to keep the race win for himself. James Smith gets 3rd, with Finley Taylor in 4th, Langenberg 5th, Copeland 6th, Sage 7th, and Murray rounding out the points finishers in 8th. We can go back to this to show you the full race results. As you can see, 1 down to 13 finished. Looks like Isabel Harvey got the better of Fidgeman de Jong. As we go down the rest of the order, some of them still haven't finished. Nobody lapped this race. But it is Mihail Valiak who has taken the win at Hermanos Rodriguez circuit in Mexico. Next time out, I believe, is France. I could be wrong, and I probably am wrong, of course, but I really don't know. The finishing gap, by the way, 0.1 exactly. And that is really it for the Mexican Grand Prix. Thank you ever so much if you made it this far. Like and subscribe and all of that stuff. I'll see you next time out. Yeah. Thank you ever so much and goodbye.